Here are 50 interesting and random rugby league facts, part 2. Number 1, the Rabbitohs have never won a game in Melbourne. They did beat the Storm as the away team during Magic Round in 2023, but that was at Suncorp Stadium. Number 2, Brad Fittler never lost a single game to the Rabbitohs or the Cowboys. Number 3, Sam Thaiday played one game at 5/8 for the Broncos in a finals game. It was the 2007 qualifying final between the Broncos and the Storm, where the Storm won 40-0. For point of reference, first choice 5/8 Darren Lockyer ruptured his ACL midway through the season, ruling him out for the year. Number 4, former 80s and 90s player David Diehard missed a match for Manly after pulling a muscle in his back whilst cleaning his teeth. Number 5, Latrell Mitchell played more games for the Roosters across 4 seasons than he did for the Rabbitohs across 6 seasons. He's played 96 games for the Roosters and 86 games for the Rabbitohs. Number 6, the best goal kicking percentage in a season during the NRL era was in 2025, with 1,498 goals against 1,909 attempts, which is a percentage of 78.47%. Number 7, the worst goal kicking percentage in a season during the NRL era was in 1998, with 1,522 goals against 2,216 attempts, which is a percentage of 68.68%. Number 8, there has only been one scoreless match in Australian first grade history, which was a round 5 match in the 1982 season between Newtown and the Bulldogs, finishing in a 0-0 draw. Number 9, Ben Hunt has the most losses in premiership history, with 175 losses. Number 10, Todd Carney was banned from the city of Goulburn for 12 months after jumping on a parked car outside a Goulburn nightclub. Number 11, Todd Carney set his mate's pants on fire whilst camping on New Year's Eve at Queensland's Airlie Beach in 2009, burning his buttocks, scrotum, and upper thigh. Number 12, Todd Carney urinated on a man's head in All Bar None, which was a Canberra nightclub in 2008. Number 13, Todd Carney urinated in his own mouth at Northies nightclub in Cronulla. Number 14, no team has conceded 50 points and won the grand final. The Knights conceded 49 points in 2001 and won the comp, which was a round 22 clash against the Sharks, with the final score being 49-30 in favour of the Sharks. Number 15, Brad Mackay played for both St George, Illawarra and St George Illawarra. Number 16, Greg Inglis agreed to sign a $1.2 million deal with the Broncos in 2010, then backflipped. CEO Bruno Cullen even confirmed the signing in a press conference without Inglis signing on the dotted line.
Greg Inglis has agreed to terms to play with the Broncos in 2011 and 2012. I received an email about 1:41 p.m. this afternoon from the Melbourne Storm Football Department advising that they'd released Greg from his contractual obligations to them for those 2 seasons. We immediately got in touch with his manager, who confirmed back to us by email that Greg had accepted the terms offered, and we were able to then send away the contract for signature. Now, he hasn't signed yet, but he has definitely agreed to terms to come here.
Inglis was meant to arrive in Brisbane for pre-season training on November 1, but told football manager Andrew G, "It's raining in Sydney and the planes aren't flying." A legal bill and conversations with Anthony Mundine, Russell Crowe and Gordon Tallis were all factors in GI's decision to ultimately sign with the Rabbitohs for the 2011 season. Number 17, Mal Meninga was the last active player from the 1970s to retire. Number 18, Brad Fittler was the last active player from the 1980s to retire. Number 19, Lottie Dakiri was the last active player from the 1990s to retire. Number 20, Ben Hunt is the only current player to still be active from the 2000s, which is 2000 to 2009. Number 21, Hazem El Masri has the record for most points in a season by a single player, scoring 342 points in 2004. He actually scored more points than the Bulldogs' whole team across the whole 2021 season. Number 22, Dane Gagai scored the most points for the Knights in 2025, but got the least amount of points for any club in a season during the NRL era, scoring 48 points across the season. Number 23, the Storm is the only club not to have an S at the end of their name. Number 24, 2001 Kangaroos coach Chris Anderson suffered a heart attack mid-game during during the Ashes series. It was Game 3 of the series, which Australia won 28-8, with the news breaking at the end of the match.
For Chris Anderson, who is at this moment undergoing tests in hospital, we understand, leaving the arena here with chest pains at half-time.
Yeah, let's hope that everything goes
okay.
well. Yeah.
Number 25, in 2021, the Storm only lost to 2 teams the whole season, losing to the Panthers and the Eels 2 times each, totaling 4 losses, which included the preliminary final against the Panthers.
And this looks certain to be a try. The kick.
Number 26, the Panthers have played the most amount of golden point games with 28 games. Number 27, the Bulldogs have the best golden point record with 12 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. Number 28, the Tigers have the worst golden point record with 6 wins and 15 losses. Number 29, former Broncos forward Josh Maguire played multiple games whilst he was blind in his left eye after being poked in the eye in a round 8 clash against the Bulldogs in 2011.
Everything just went black in my left eye. I thought it would come good, like you never think that was it. Kind of told me I'd torn my retina nearly completely off and I had a collapse of the eye.
Number 30, the Raiders scored over 50 points against Manly in a round 22 clash in 2003, even with 12 men on the field when captain Simon Wolford was sent off in the 8th minute.
Exactly why.
It was 0-0 at the time of the send-off, and the Raiders won the match 51-16. Number 31, Brett Kimmorley suffered from a ruptured testicle in 2003, missing up to a month of action. Number 32, a total of 69 players played for the Northern Eagles during their 3-season existence, and their most capped player, Stephen Menzies, also played 69 games for the club.
Nice.
Number 33, Michael Crocker played 5/8 for Australia during Game 3 of the 2003 Ashes series, replacing Craig Gower and partnering Brett Kimmorley in the halves. Number 34, Roosters coach Trent Robinson played 4 NRL games, playing 3 for the Tigers in 2000 and 2001, and 1 for the Eels in 2002. Number 35, Manu Brown blew up his microwave trying to charge his phone. He was at teammate Valentine Holmes' place when there was no available charger in sight. Brown put his phone in the microwave and it blew up. He took to Facebook to share the news, and luckily the Apple Store replaced his phone. Number 36, Darren Lockyer has played the most games without being sin-binned or sent off, playing 355 games. Number 37, Tim Smith had 40 try assists in his rookie year in 2005 and is still an NRL record for most try assists in a season. Number 38, Josh Addo-Carr holds the record for most tries scored in a single match in the NRL era, with 6 tries in his Storm's Round 9 clash against the Rabbitohs in 2021.
Slide all the way.
Number 39, the Storm have never lost a game at Sunshine Coast Stadium, winning 10 out of 10 games. Number 40, 3 players in the NRL era are born on February 29th, which is a date that only occurs every 4 years. These players are Clinton Torpey, Ben Hampton, and Nelson Asafa-Solomona. Number 41, Kieran Foran became the oldest player for the New Zealand Kiwis in their history, playing for his country at 35 years of age in 2025. Number 42, Atavalu Lasati's first 3 NRL games were all against the Cowboys. He made his debut in a round 26 clash in 2024, where he scored a try on debut.
Oh, he's dumbing and running in and out, turning them inside out.
He didn't play first grade again until round 14 of the 2025 season, and then again in round 18 of the 2025 season. Number 43, Cameron Munster won the Player of the Series of the Ashes in 2025, yet Harry Grant won the Golden Boot Award in 2025, which is awarded to the best international player of the year. Number 44, Dean Witters has scored the most tries off the bench in the NRL era, with 29 tries out of his 114 appearances off the bench.
Witters has scored for Parramatta.
Number 45, Jack Littlejohn's only scoring point in the NRL was a field goal in his 22-game career for the Sea Eagles. It was his second ever game in a round 9 loss to the Storm in 2014.
He hit it well enough.
Number 46, following from that previous fact, the mentioned Jack Littlejohn field goal was the last time a player besides Daly Cherry Evans has kicked a field goal for Manly. Number 47, Kevin Proctor got sacked by the Titans for vaping in the change rooms. It was during a round 19 clash in 2022 against the Bulldogs where Proctor uploaded an Instagram story of him vaping in the change rooms during the halftime break. Although Proctor was 19th man and didn't take the field, it was a breach of both the NRL and the stadium's rules and regulations. Number 48, Liam Knight sprayed insect repellent into his mouth to try and fool a breathalyzer. He had drunk 9 beers and 3 vodka lime sodas prior to taking the wheel and got pulled over by the police. He then sprayed Aerogard into his mouth to try and fool the breathalyzer, but his plan failed as he blew 0.176 and was suspended from driving for 8 months.
Almost double the speed limit. Police pulled the 21-year-old over in French's Forest just after 1 a.m. after he clocked speeds of 137 kilometres an hour in a 70 zone. Police allege Knight sprayed Aerogard into his mouth in a bid to beat the breath test, but he returned a reading of 0.17.
Number 49, in 2008, Steve Menzies played only 2 games at second row, which was his primary position, but played 11 games at 5/8. Number 50, Brandon Smith has never lost to the Titans, the Knights, the Rabbitohs, the Tigers, and the Warriors.
So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.